Alright, what is up guys? JaretCampisi. Welcome back to the channel. We're back here in Dado's garage for another episode with our 2020 Ducati Monster 1200. We're doing one of my all-time favorite mods on any Ducati, a clear clutch cover that we got from Ducati from Manny at Moto Million. I cannot wait for this one. I hope you guys are excited. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Alright, so we set the bike all the way over. Originally we had it on the 2x4, but I could still see some oil in the cover, and I really don't want oil to come all the way out of the bike. So Dado's just gonna strap it down for safety. We were pushing it around, it was totally fine. This thing, he said, can handle up to 1,000 pounds, so it should be fine. But next thing we're gonna do is show you what we're gonna be installing today. So first off, huge shout out to Manny from Moto Million. That's where we got all of our parts for this entire build. Will be links to his website in the description below, and you can use code Campisi to save yourself some money. There, see how easy that was, teens? See how easy that was? No, everybody actually really enjoyed that, teens. Of course we did as well. We gave her a hard time, but it's all fun and games, ain't it, chap?
That's what you think. You don't know what goes on behind the scenes, guys.
Behind the scenes? Look at that. Whoever invented yoga pants, God bless you. All right, so Ducati clear clutch. So unlike the Street Fighter, you're replacing this entire cover here. So that's why you have this. And I actually love when they do that because look how beautiful. Dad, do you see this? We've never done one like this before. Look at that. Since it's replacing that whole entire cover.
We're gonna need a big hammer.
Isn't that sick looking though?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I love that you went with all black too, because they have these individual colors.
Yeah, black on black on black. And the reason why I did that is originally I was thinking about doing some red accents, but if we do decide to do a whole brushed aluminum tank, I think I want the black accents, and then if we do a red accent, I'm thinking maybe just red on the shock. Yeah, keep it really clean, you know? So we're doing full satin carbon. You guys will see it. But yeah, Manny sent me over dude, he sent me a box full of stuff. It's ridiculous.
Do we have a fancy little oil plug?
We will. There probably is one in the box, but I didn't bring the whole box.
Look at the machining on this.
I know.
So awesome.
Ducati is dope, dude. I've used their stuff for a long time, and it's really, really nice. So again, black cover, black spring retainer, sorry, pressure plate, and black spring retainer. So it's black on black on black. Look at that. Pretty badass. What do you think, teens? Did I make the right decision?
You did, finally.
Always go black, right?
Always go black, yes.
All black, baby. Look, they even gave us nipple covers.
Little Duca boob.
Duca boobs?
You know those are not for you.
Those are not gonna cover.
Here, I'll switch you. You can put this down here.
Okay.
I like, hey, someone was complaining about me using Christina in a bikini or whatever. First of all, she was wearing a bikini. She wanted to do it. And Dado goes, it's because I didn't want to put a bikini on.
Can't pay me enough.
I couldn't afford Dado with the bikini. All right, so I guess we can get started. All right, so starting out by loosening up the case cover bolts. You said you thought they were what, 5 Newton meters, Dado?
They're definitely 5 sausage meters.
It seems like 5 sausage meters. It seems like some are tighter than others, huh?
That's right.
Interesting.
Thanks, Ducati.
Yeah, like what the heck. But I do think we have the specs for those. If not, I can always give Corey a call or Brian a call. So luckily we got multiple Ducati techs, master techs that we can call if needed. All right, so one thing, if you buy this kit, it's really important. We were checking under the foam because Manny said look at that. They include all new bolts.
And we thought we were screwed.
I thought we were screwed because, yeah, get it? We thought we were screwed. So some of these you can reuse, some of them, like the case bolts and stuff like that, they provide, which is really nice, and they're all black as well.
Actually, looks like they provided all of them.
Everything, yeah. And some of these are actually different lengths, right? If I remember correctly.
Yep.
Some of the case bolts, yeah.
That's right.
Crazy.
So what I always do, just in case, is I actually draw the case. So I draw a little plug, that's where this guy is, go around the location, because each one of these could be different length. They're usually the same thread pitch, but I will drill this out and actually put the bolts in there in case I ever have to put this case back. I have the bolts with it, or if we go and sell this cover, we can supply the bolts with it. Exactly.
And actually I've seen Ducati technicians do the same exact thing, so that's funny.
Smart.
Oh. Another nice thing about Ducati is you can go on to ducabike.com, I believe it is, and they have directions for everything. So we just pulled up all the directions and schematics. So we'll have all the torque specs, we know where all the bolts go, which is super, super cool. I love that Ducati does that. All right, so we got them all out, and as we suspected, you can see that they're not all the same height. What is it, basically 4 longer on this side?
It's these 4 that are longer, and the rest appear to be the same size.
Pretty close at least, if not, right?
They are all the same, yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
There you go. So that's why they gave us 4 longer ones, and then
Yeah, so these 4 and these are for the main case, and then these right here are for the cover with the plexiglass.
Gotcha.
That's this guy right here.
Perfect.
In order to get this off, because it is sealed on there with sealant, we're gonna shock it by tapping it a little bit. Most cases have these little ears. Don't ever pry between the case and the engine, because if you scratch it, you're gonna be...
You can total the bike.
You're gonna hate your life. So there's a little ear here, there's one up here, and there's also one on this side here. If you're ever gonna pry against anything, that's where you do it.
Yeah.
I did tap it to try to shock it, but it was sealed super tight, especially because it's a new bike. So I stuck the screwdriver down here, and I gave her a little twist, and the case is coming off. So
probably have to do that on each side, I'd imagine.
Should be. Yeah, we need, you pour a little hot whiskey over it, and it comes right off.
We do need some whiskey.
Just a little bit of wiggling.
It was the whiskey.
Actually, we had no whiskey. Thank you.
Look at that.
That's what it looks like.
Wow, look how clean that is.
Yeah. And Ducati uses coolant instead of oil. Super cool. Just
we
kidding,
put that
guys.
oil in there. Yeah, it's the Motul.
Yep, the Motul's
the
actually
race
green.
oil.
Pretty cool.
So there's not much bond on there.
You want to see how heavy this is?
Oh, let's do that. Yeah.
Actually, no, feel it. Seriously.
Let's take it. Can we take it all off and weigh it?
No, we can't.
Okay. All right, so that's how it looks like on the inside of it. Actually, it looks really, really nice. We didn't lose too much oil either. Not enough that we'll have to add any. Dado was just mentioning that O-ring right there. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but if that comes out, you need to make sure you definitely put that back in. All of these surfaces around here that you see the little Duca bond on there, we got to clean all of that off, and we're going to be adding new bond to that because that makes sure that it's not leaking oil. Ducatis get a bad rep for leaking oil or whatever, especially the older Ducatis. It's usually when people do this at their house themselves and they don't put bond on this to create a nice bead that really seals the whole case on there. So that's one of the things that you got to make sure they're going to do, especially if you guys are buying these things from Moto Million, doing it at your house. That's a major tip for you right there. And make sure that you are waiting about 24 hours for it to completely cure before you start it up. Before you go revving it like Jaret does. Yes, exactly. I was showing Jaret, this is the hardened gasket material. Some of it is going to be on the outside, some of it's going to be on the inside, and then some of it's going to be on this surface here. Make sure you get it all out and do not leave any in there, because the oil pickup will suck that up and you're going to have a bad day. It would go to the engine, huh? Yeah, that's right. All right, so we're taking these bolts out here. There's springs underneath. I was telling Jaret, typically I don't use power tools on this. If you're comfortable with backing out bolts with power tools, do it a little bit at a time. You see how that the springs are pushing out? You do not want to pull one out at a time, because it'll either bend this plate or the pressure from the spring will actually cross thread. It'll cause the bolts to not come out straight. You don't want that to happen. No. Re-threading the clutch plates would not be fun. So, and it's all aluminum underneath, so better to be safe, right, and sorry. That's right. What's up? Jaret goes, he goes, are they the same color? I said, yeah, they're, he goes, they're different spring pressures. Aren't you impressed with my knowledge? And I said, no. So we're gonna take all of these out, and the springs should come out with them. Reusing the springs? We are reusing the springs. We do not have new springs. So purple. They come out just like that. We're gonna lay it down right here. Yes, purple. Okay. That's interesting, because the Panigales are usually like a yellow. Are they? So this should slide out, and one thing you want to be careful of is things on the back. There is actual metal clips right in there, which we need. Retainers. Yeah, we just throw them out. We're gonna replace. Yeah, we're gonna reuse here. Them, but it's gonna go in this one. Did you notice something here? What's up? Oh, what the heck? You see that little piece? Yeah, what is that? That's actually a piece of silicone. No way. Yes way. So there was some in there. Yep, from factory. Wow. See that? Geppetto. What the hell are you doing over there, bud? What's going on, Geppetto? But anyways, that was literally sitting right inside there. I saw it. So that's crazy. And then we're gonna also have to press this out, right? Yes, we are. The bearing and put the other one. That's gonna cost you extra. Clean a little bit of oil off. There's a whole center section with a bearing here. This has to get pressed out like Jaret said. There's also these clips, and I'll show you guys an easy way to do it. You flip it over. There's 2 little grooves on each one. You just take these little needle nose pliers and you squeeze them like this, and they pop right out. Make sure you don't lose them. Oh. Some people say very easy to forget to do that. Yes, and
Most people say it does matter which orientation. I do not believe so, but
And what's the purpose of those clips?
I have no freaking idea.
Really?
Yeah.
If you had to guess.
They actually keep the springs from going.
Marring the surface.
Hey, wow, marring. How did you come up with some big
Look at the big brain on Brett.
I thought you were gonna say like scratchy scratch.
Scratchy, scratchy. What is Teens doing in the background, PS? Give her one glass of whiskey and she loses her mind.
So, Ducati fidget spinner here.
They're only what, $1,000 each?
No, this shouldn't be 1,000. It's probably
Couple hundred bucks.
1,500. Yeah.
Oh. All right, we're gonna weigh everything. Well, no, we're gonna press that bearing out.
Press the bearing out. Okay. Yeah. So we're using a 20-ton press, way excessive. But I told Jaret we had a tiny little hand press on 1 ton over there.
The one we used before.
Yeah, but you know, we're using a big guy here, so I put
Even has nice little blocks.
Yeah, so like this kind of sits in there. You want to make sure that the pressure when it's pushing down on this, because this is aluminum. Not that we're going to reuse it, but you want to make sure that the pressure is even. That's why this is really nice.
And you press it out the right way.
You press it out, outwards from here, because you can see it'll come out. Okay, so we're going to put that in there. Found the random pin here.
Looks like a 50 cal.
It's not a 50 cal. We're going to do a little hand jammer motion here. Make sure everything is centered nicely. Make sure you definitely don't wear
safety goggles,
eye protection. Okay. So what's going to happen is this whole assembly is going to fly out the bottom. So I'm going to stick my hand there, press her out really nice.
Easily.
Boom.
Wow.
And we're done.
It's a me. It's a bit though.
The fidget spinner is out.
All right, our beautiful Vanna White is going to do the weighing for us.
Vanna White. She sounds old.
She's from what's that? What's that show? Wheel of Fortune? I think it's Wheel of Fortune, right? It's either Wheel of Fortune or that some other.
Is that a girl that goes?
Yeah, exactly. Vanna White.
I love that.
And she
song.
became a meme, baby, basically in real life. All right, let's see how much it weighs. Is it on? Scales at 0. This is all the stock. Okay. This is all the stock parts. What do we got?
5 pounds, almost 5 ounces.
I've actually never weighed a clear clutch before, so I don't know what the difference is going to be. So I'm really excited to see. Okay, 5.48. Yeah, 5.48. Okay, what are we at?
5.06.
06.
5.05.
So it is, what, 4 ounces?
A little bit lighter.
4 ounces later. Now you might think that's not a big deal, but one of those pieces is spinning, and rotating mass matters, right?
Hold on, you forgot something.
Well, we didn't use that on either one.
On the other one, though.
There wasn't one there.
On the other one?
Oh no, so put it in.
Oh my gosh,
Ready?
Otto.
There we go.
Nothing happened.
Nothing happened? Okay.
So what'd you say? 4.3 ounces?
Yeah, about 4 ounces or so. But like I said, with spinning mass, that's like when they do, like, for example, the V4R, the Panigale, they use titanium connecting rods in the motor and stuff like that. That saves, like, literally, we're talking grams of weight, you know?
You know what kind of freaks me out a little bit?
What?
So we look at all that junk in there.
Oh yeah, wow.
See that? Look, there's like little hairs and fibers and
Yeah, how?
from the
gears breaking in?
No, from the sealant.
Oh, is that what it's from?
Yeah, look.
Gotta be careful. What are you doing, teens?
I'm wiping my hands on it.
Actually, this is a nice shirt. I, for once, wore a nice shirt.
This poor guy.
Just, you know, wiping my hands.
You really like Ducati, huh, Dotto?
Why does this feel like it's 700 pounds?
It does feel really heavy. All right, let's put some shit on.
Next step is press the bearing back in. Typically, I would freeze this part and heat this up a little
I've seen
bit.
you do that, yeah.
So what happens is, in that case, it would just drop right in, but we don't have time to wait.
Nope.
So I'm gonna use my sausage fingers to press it. No, I'm not. That's good to press.
All right, so Dotto decided to do one little extra thing, which is basically heat that puppy up a tiny bit.
So it can expand.
Make it a little bit easier.
So we can put the bearing in.
It looks cool.
Yeah, you don't want to overheat it too much, so just give her a little bit of even gas there, even heat. We'll throw some sausages on her, see if it cooks. We're just gonna use that to press it in.
And then how do you know when it's
It just feels a little tight.
because there's a lip there?
You do not want to overpress that, especially with a 20-ton press. and then you'll see it's seated the whole way around. And you give her a little fidget spin, and she's perfect.
There you go.
So everything's pressed in. I was telling Jaret I like to just lubricate this a little bit. Any surface that's dry or that's been wiped off, you want to spray it with a little bit of lubricant. I use WD-40. Don't yell at me, Ducati. But I just made sure that that's covered, because the initial startup, if that's dry just a little bit before oil gets to it, those crucial few seconds make a big difference. Some people use assembly lube, some people use motor oil. I just shot WD-40 because I like to be a vigilante and do something different. So we're gonna put our non-marring clips inside.
There we go.
Let's see if you want to hear a click when you push them in.
There it is.
There's one click.
Very easy to forget to do these.
Yes. Biggest thing when putting this back together, besides the sealant, is this surface has to be tied up against the clutches here. If it's not, then you have to move those little teeth around, and I'm not gonna pull it out to show you.
No.
But I use a pick. Everybody has a different way of doing it. Yeah, different method. So I go in here and I pick at the teeth until they line up, and then when this clips into place, you're good to go to put the springs and everything back on.
DadosDentalService.com.
That's right.
Next thing he's doing is putting in the spring retainer, because it holds the spring on.
Is there any particular place you want these?
Oh, let's see. No, I think it doesn't matter.
It's good?
Right, yeah.
Okay.
I think it looks nice. All right, torquing down the spring retainer bolts. According to Ducati, they are 10 Newton meters, which is actually what Dado said, which is pretty impressive.
Wow.
I don't know where he pulls this Dado sausage finger knowledge out of. And then, can we test it after this? Make sure everything
You want to
works?
do it while it's open?
Yeah, let's turn it on. Perfect. So if you don't do this right, this is when you'll know. So pull the clutch, Dado. How's it feel?
Awesome.
Yeah. So it looks perfect. Should just get a little tiny bit of movement. All the clutch plates should move with the new pressure plate and spring retainer. So looks good. All right. So now is the most annoying part and the most time-consuming part, but probably I'd say arguably the most important part, which is making sure you get all of that bond they use from the factory off of there, and more importantly, look at that on the inside. Look at all of that. Holy shit. So this is the part, if you're doing it at home, probably I see most people forget to do. This goes all the way around the inside of the bike. You can't really see it until you start to look at that. Oh,
you do not want to use anything metal, because if you damage this surface right here, there's no going back. Now, now if it's a tiny little scratch, you may get away with sealing it back up, but yeah, this is...
So yeah, that's what we're gonna do right now. Take our time, get all of that cleaned out of there, and then we can move on to the next part.
All right, Dado, what are you making over here?
I did. Uncle Jaret wanted a drink, so...
Uncle Jaret, why? What is Uncle Jaret doing?
I have him cleaning the gasket material off.
Good.
So we're using a little bit of sugar-free, it's orange mango. It's like a fizzy drink. And
Jaret loves those.
I know.
And what alcohol?
And I actually put Jim Beam apple, because I think it'll do.
I love that. I already
well
took
with
3
it.
shots of that.
That's great. This is why the camera's so everywhere, all over the place. Actually,
Look at that, being hand delivered by Dado Made.
The Dado man himself.
How's it going
So
over
see
here?
what I'm doing? Dado went around and got all the stuff from the inside and the outside, the important part, and then I'm just cleaning off this surface so that when we add the bond, everything seals correctly.
Sounds good.
Let's take a little break.
You've been working hard, Jaret. You deserve a break.
On the channel anymore,
Okay,
so you might as well.
just me?
Yeah, just you.
Cheers, fam.
And?
Pretty good.
Tastes like apple cider.
So good.
Incredible. Wow.
Hey, high five.
Yeah. All right, so as you can see, we cleaned up all of those surfaces, spent a lot of time, not only on the surface itself, but also inside there, getting all of the black off. So when you rub like this, see how there's nothing there anymore. Cleaned up all of this, and now we're ready to move on. Are we gonna start to assemble the case over here?
Yeah.
Clean this surface off?
I'm using a little bit of acetone on this surface, just so it's nice and dry and free of oils.
Yep.
This is the cover that goes on next, and then we will do the final assembly with the O-ring and this cover, and we'll peel everything up.
Perfect. Okay,
I got one
moment of
bolt.
truth.
Yeah, we got some sealant on there. I'm going to guide this.
I'll get out of your way.
Yeah, I'm gonna guide this with the bolt.
Second most important thing we're doing probably, huh? Look at that. Looks so good. God, I love the black on black. That was the right call.
So we just slid the cover on. What I like to do, and this is the personal preference, is I like to let the sealant get a little tacky because if it's, you know, I want it to start setting before you squeeze it all together. You don't want it all squeezing out. Like I said, it's a personal thing I do, especially with aluminum. So I put 2 bolts in across from each other, and I literally take this Allen, and I just barely hand tighten it. I'm gonna go around and put all the bolts in while it gets tacky, and then I'm gonna torque them down to proper torque, which is what, Jaret?
5.
No.
10.
No.
7.
No.
I don't know.
We're gonna have to look that up. So what I like to do is
Looks so good.
go in a crisscross, or somebody calls it a star pattern.
Crisscross applesauce.
Crisscross. Okay, so
Daddy Mac will make
I'm
you.
literally just barely touching these, right?
Just the tip.
Just the tip. We're going across here to make sure that these are just barely hand tight, because if you go around the circle,
I can get cockeyed.
yeah, cockeyed.
Cockeyed.
But the cover won't sit flush. So
which is very important.
Yes. So once they're just barely hand tightened in a crisscross pattern, we're gonna let it sit a little bit longer, and then I will go around. We will do probably 8 foot-pound or 8 Newton meters around, and then we're gonna go up to 10, and then I believe this cover is 5.
Yep.
Like 4 to 5.
Perfect. All right, he just went around, torqued them all down. There it is.
Last one.
Something feels so good about that, doesn't it?
Look how good that looks.
I know.
Damn.
Dude, it looks so sick. Wait till these are all titanium. I know, it's gonna be bad. This bike, just wait, guys. I know there's not a lot of hype right now. Just wait. There's one thing that Dado taught me, guys.
Lube your rubbers.
Always lube your rubbers.
And just so nobody complains,
Look at
I'm
this.
using official Ducati
Why do you have
motorcycle oil, even though that's not what's in there technically right now.
Why do you have that?
Because everybody complains about everything,
This guy has everything. Peeling off the dickstickers.com.
Dickstickers.com.
What was that? Dicktowel.com from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Jaret,
I think they actually made that.
we need to be more professional.
You're right. I'm sorry. I'll cut all of this out.
I put gloves on now. I can't peel this.
I got you.
Hold on. Let me just. But
Damn, that looks nice. Ooh.
so this bad boy fits right in there like that.
Perfect.
And then we have a O-ring that we already lubed and
Yep.
prepped.
Inserted. Look at that.
Inserted nicely.
Just how Teens likes it.
And then just like this, correct?
Oh no. Yeah.
Which way does it go? Like this?
Yeah, I like that.
Does it go like
Yeah,
that? Or what about this?
All right. Look at this.
And
Oh
we're
God. Oh.
Man.
Of course, right when I start filming. Nothing, we broke everything.
Wow.
Hey,
she's awake.
quiet down over there. Onlyfans.com/Christina Cleo. Look at her. What's up?
Well, once again, there's no ring, so there's no sealant or gasket, but I once again like to
Star pattern?
tighten these down
.com?
by 4 sausage pounds.
4 sausage pounds each.
That's
Now these
right.
are 4 to 5, it says.
4 to 5 Newton meters.
It looks so good.
So I like to snug them down a little bit, and then we're gonna take the torque wrench, go to star pattern, and we should be able to do wheelies.
My God, Dado and I were just talking off camera, like, it doesn't come across on the
Like, zoom
camera.
out a little bit. Like,
Yeah,
it
but
looks
I mean,
incredible.
oh my God, wait until the full titanium SC Project exhaust is installed with the carbon up here, and and we get this painted red. Oh man, guys, just wait. I'm telling you, this might be one of our coolest builds we've ever done. It's gonna be sick. All right, teens, it's time for you to get off TikTok. Stop looking at cats, okay? Come on over here, come on. Get up, woman.
I want a hamster.
Get up. Oh God, is that what you were looking at? Gosh.
And a raccoon. Can I
No,
get
no hamsters. I'm sorry.
And another cat.
All right, whatever you want.
Make a suggestion. Instead of a hamster, get a beefster.
Beefster. Ham, beef. Okay, come on. Teens, what do you think?
Oh, wow, looks really good.
That's
Wow,
pretty-
that's really good.
that's pretty badass.
Holy shit, that looks really good.
Teens likes black
so
on black.
clean.
Yeah. Isn't that incredible?
Wow.
Yeah. And look at the oil level. Perfect.
It's a nice color.
Yeah.
No,
That's
really good.
That's amazing.
You did all the work, right?
I did everything. This guy didn't do, Sausage Fingers did nothing. Look at him. With his gloves on. Look at him. Look how professional he looks.
Oh. No, go like this. No, go like that. Go like this.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
Keep it open. No, keep it open. Gobble, gobble.
I don't, because of the turkey?
Because of the turkey.
Have you been drinking? How many shots have you had? Holy sh.
Give me that toy, Dozer. Give me that toy. Don't bite my hand off. Don't bite my hand off. Oh, you're growling. Don't you growl at me. Hey. Hey. Give me that toy. You're supposed to be working. You're supposed to be working, Dozy. Come on. Give it back to me. You're living the best life, Dozer. But you know what? You deserve it, bud. You deserve it. You deserve all the treats, huh? Yeah.
You do the outro.
Why? Okay, I guess we're doing it right here. Go ahead.
So that's it. We're not gonna start it up. The bond needs, what you say, 24 to 48 hours?
I usually do 12 to 24 hours.
12 to 24 hours?
Cured, yeah.
So we don't want that leaking oil or anything like that. God, it's so beautiful out here. It's ridiculous.
It's a perfect day.
It is. That, like, I was just talking to Dado. I really do think this bike's gonna be incredible. Like, just one little piece, look at that. Man, it looks so good. Carbon wheels coming.
That clear clutch made a huge difference.
Big time, right?
Yeah.
And then
Every bike needs
the
one.
full tie exhaust. Yeah, well, they don't make it for everybody.
No, I know, but
Every Ducati.
yes.
She's a Ducati girl. But yeah, that's it, guys. So clear clutch is on. Dado fucking crushed it. Appreciate it. Don't forget, guys, you can enter to win this bike. Patreon.com/Campisi Customs. You're helping to support both of us every time you sign up, so we massively appreciate it. And we have some dope ass mods. Don't forget Moto Million if you need mods for your super bikes or monsters, any type of Ducatis, they got them for. And yeah, it's gonna get serious. We're gonna put it on a dyno next, find out the stock horsepower, and then we're gonna do the exhaust, and that's gonna be freaking sick. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, give it a big old juicy thumbs up. What are you doing?
Don't worry about it.
Subscribe for more, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah.
What?
I'm sorry, we didn't include you in it. I'm sorry.
You said he wasn't in the outro. What?
I'm sorry, I know. I'm so sorry, bud. Do you want to sign us out? Do you want to sign us out?
Come here. Yeah.
Yeah,
You're the
that's
best.
a good boy.
You're the best, you big fat dummy.